Welcome, everybody, to another Rev Talk. Are you caught up in the noise and all the noise and chatter that's going around? I am, and it's creating havoc in my little corner of the world, and I have to sit there and really think about how to get out of the situations because you do get caught up in all the noise. What about you, Reverend Kim?
I well, you know me, I try to avoid that as much as possible by staying in my house and not communicating with everybody. And I'm not saying that's the best way to go about it, people. Really not. It just that works for me. But it doesn't matter where you turn, there's always some headline or somebody saying something, and it's very rarely never good.
That's true. You don't hear any good
I
thought.
Well, I try to whenever I see somebody like now that I have Stella and we go for our walks, I see my neighbors and I always manage to say something nice. Something even if it's just have a great day. And they always respond in kind, which is the norm. That's supposed to happen. What I've come to realize, and I've read this somewhere, not quite sure where anymore. That that's kind of paying it forward. You're giving that kind of energy, and it's a good vibe energy, and you're giving that to someone without an expectation of anything in return, and it will return. It will return in kind. So again, I know you and I have talked about this before as to where is your focus? What is it you're focusing on? And I find myself really having to remind myself that all right, what are you thinking about here, Kim? Where's your focus? Okay, I'm not feeling so good. Yeah, okay, let's shift that. I find there's an app on my computer that I hover my cursor over it, and this whole big huge thing comes up and shows like all the news, the stocks and entertainment, who said what, who's suing who's it, and I find that kind of lingers. Even if I don't read the article, it kind of lingers. So I have to remind myself where's my focus. And like you said, are you caught up in the noise? Yes, I can feel myself getting sucked in, and it's like, okay, let's quiet that noise and focus on, gratitude. So something that makes me feel good. It could be something silly. I could watch a silly, reel or something, somebody doing something silly. As long as it makes me laugh, that helps kind of break that cycle of like a downward spiral kind of thing.
It was interesting because it is when you just put your cursor over, all of a sudden Windows 11 will bring up all the news in the hotbar, and it you don't realize it, but it triggers your mind to think in that vein where you were happily just going along, working, and had happy thoughts in your mind. And it's the way we were meant to be, and we've gotten away from that. And I didn't realize how much until even when I'm downstairs working, I'm like in la la land. I'm in my head and I'm happy and I'm singing.
Right.
And then that comes up, and then I start arguing, you didn't give me this, you didn't give me that paper. When I'm striking out at those around me instead of staying on the right vibrational level. And I think that's what's going on in the world. There's just too much noise that you forget how powerful you are to stay within your bubble. It's a stupid analogy, but I always relate because just happy thoughts in my bubble. no negative thoughts.
Yeah, no, that's not stupid at all. That's it's very good for our higher selves and our vibration to be in that bubble, to to continue with those happy thoughts and those good thoughts. Because again, those thoughts, that good energy, that doesn't stay in your bubble per se. That radiates out. Just just as every other vibration does too. It radiates out. So I always kind of look at it as it's better for me to, I don't know, look at life through rose-colored glasses. I know that used to be a negative connotation, and yet I actually I kind of like that perspective. Here's here's what my angels just told me. You want to look through rose-colored glasses, go right ahead. The world is not going to end because you're looking at the world in a better light.
That's very positive because rose-colored glasses used to be a phase, like you said, like you were a hippie. Well, get into the real world, but love is the real world if you just see it that way, and that's your rose-colored glasses.
Well, that's it. It just, I, I like looking at people and giving them the benefit of the doubt. I like trusting what they say to me. They could be lying. I don't know. Maybe I'll find out later. It doesn't matter. I've given that person that space to be their better selves because I believe in them. I believe in their better self. Whether it comes true or not doesn't matter. I've put it out there and I've held that space for them. What they choose to do with it is their own thing. Again, I choose to look at life through rose-colored glasses, so to speak. I choose to find the good in people, to find the good in things that are going on. And I find good things when I look for it.
The more you see, the more
Right.
you, yeah.
They've always said, you look for good things, you'll find them. And the same is on the other side too. You look for bad things and boy, you're gonna find it. I it's better for my health to look for good things.
I remember when I took a course in miracles, one of the phrases stuck with me, and there's only two words, love and fear. And love conquers all, and fear is the opposite. And I couldn't quite grasp it. But if you see everything through good intentions, good thoughts, there is no fear, there is no negativity, there's only love. Love of the other person's soul, like namaste. I see the light within you.
Yes,
And that's what it is. And that's
because it
what
is there.
we want it to grow. And
Right.
by acknowledging it in others, it grows.
I love that. I love that. That's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for that. So what do you think, my dear?
I think we've had enough noise and let's focus on the good and focus on happy thoughts. Get up in the morning and be grateful. The sun came up, you
Yes.
know? When I was, down on my back for so long, I go, well, the sun still came up, so I guess I must be okay. So you have another day in which to challenge yourself to be a better person, see more love, be more love, do more lovely things, and it will create itself threefold.
Yes. At
Mm-hmm.
least threefold.
I
Thank you
agree.
so much for that. So with that, we want to thank you for joining us on another Rev Talk. And we want to remind you to be gentle with yourself, to be kind to yourself, and to remember that you are unique in all the universe. There will never be another just like you in all of space and time. You are powerful, you are cherished, and you are loved. And without you, the song of the universe would be incomplete. Until next time, my friends, be well.
Be well.